Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme and we're back here today with some more Starters Order 7. Picking up where we left off, it's been a little while. We've had some issues with the recording software, with the videos, being in quarantine, and life in general. So what you've seen up until this point was recorded last month, and this is the first time now we are getting to record this month. In April, so this should be going up a couple of days' time. We finally got the backlog of videos up after a few technical issues, as well as I said, real life and other things happening. So, it's been a while, is what I'm saying. I remember some of these horses quite well. Others, not at all. I've gone over a little refresher in my mind over who's who, what they can do. There were some tests that I almost took, mainly Healing Moon. There's a grade 2 that I was going to put her in for just to see how it goes. But then I thought, okay, she likes to run 6. There's a grade 2 6. She might be okay. But when I was doing things, I saw she ran green. She won comfortably, but she ran green. Normally, I get horses running green twice. I'm not going to put her into a grade 2 to run green. I'm just going to throw away a 5 furlong allowance race in effect. And just see if she does anything in that. But a graded race will be on the cards for her. She will be up first. Then on to Mariana. I believe that's a grade 2 race because there weren't any grade 1s. It's been quite a while since she raced. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how she runs as a 3-year-old. Taclil. Again, something we don't know too much about. Gonna go up to a mile 2 and see how he runs. Again, looks pretty decent, but an unknown at this stage. A little grade 3 for our 2-year-old Doc Bird, who might have a chance. It would be nice. The 2-year-olds don't have the best potentials. So that's a slight issue, but I am banking on the fact that if I can get them up and max out their potential as a 2-year-old, we might see that sort of increase as a 3-year-old into a competitive horse. And yeah, the Big Daddy, or the Queen, Knick Knack Coo, the Triple Crown threat, ended up taking the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and then almost top 3 in the Brooklyn. Didn't have the legs. But what a horse. 14 Group 1 wins for us. Absolutely fantastic. Love the horse to pieces. Great extra speed. Good potential. That's kind of what this horse is all about. You can see it's not the best bars in the world everywhere, but 90% extra speed, 85% potential. That is why this horse runs so well. So if you're looking for anything, make sure it's potential and extra speed. But yeah, maybe racing days coming towards an end. Maybe into the breeding barn, find a good stallion or two to pair her with and see what the progeny look like. That could be absolutely fun as well. So yeah, we're going to see how they run. As we say though, first up is Healing Moon. Second race for them. And they did run green, but they won their maiden by quite some distance. So, okay, everybody's on weight. Nobody has a rating yet. Everybody's a top 3 in their first race. And it looks like Kamena is a little bit agitated. And Shy Susan Slight Advantage also a little agitated. We're parading well. We like that. And Shy Susanna, by far the favourites. Okay, we'll see how we can do. Maybe we're underestimated. Maybe not. But we will find out. First race in the rain. Okay. So it's a 5 furlong allowance race for 2-year-olds on turf in the rain. It's a decent start, though. We're in number 9 here near the outside. Shy Susanna on the inside. Our favourite leads out the pack. Slight advantage up there. That grey horse. And Kamena in the blue silks is on that inside rail. And yeah, as expected, nothing comes up for Healing Moon. Ran green the first time. I'd be highly surprised if this wasn't another ran green. Just because how far back we actually were. So, yeah, we ran green again. So, probably the wrong distance. Probably, you know, the turf, the going, the weather. All that wasn't really in our favour either, but I've only ever had 2 horses, I believe, I might be wrong, but only ever, I believe, have 2 horses that ran 3 green races in a row. So, we're going to find out if Healing Moon does that. But the next race will be a 6 furlong graded race of some substance, just to see what Healing Moon can do. And even then, 2 green races, an 83 rating, that's not bad. That's better than Doc Bird got with the 2 maidens. That's not bad. 1st of March. So after Mariana will be the next sale. We'll check Friday. No. Nothing at the Friday auction. Skip time. Let's head on over to Mariana's Fountain of Youth Grade 2 race. 1 mile, 1 furlong. I would absolutely love to get a grade 1 race for Mariana, but it wasn't there. Top weight, top rated, best horse, best form, only Group 1 winner, all that jazz on the side. We're looking well. Highland Park is sweating badly. Waltham Abbey a little agitated. And the Math Master does not think that we can, or that we're the overwhelming favourite, but the rest kind of do. The rest kind of do. So, okay. Can we get that first win of the video? Mariana's up. It's still raining. We're on dirt again this time, though. 1 mile, 1 furlong, Fountain of Youth. We're on the inside. Not a bad start. Not the best, perhaps, but not a bad start. And we will fight through towards the front. Looks like Tinos and Waltham Abbey on the outside there, leading us out. Knight and Coombe with us. Not sure on these horses who might be a closer, who might be more of a stalker. So we'll see where the challenges come out. 3 furlongs left, roam this curve. Looks like out the box making a nice little challenge here. And they will start to come into the lead now for the final furlong. But Mariana starts heading out a little bit. Half a furlong, and now driving for the line. The class of the field comes true. Mariana, a nice, easy win. Grade 2 win, I believe. If I'm right, that's the first Grade 2 win on Mariana. I believe she has 2 Grade 1s and a Grade 3. So that will be the first Grade 2 of her young career. But a nice run. 2 1/4 lengths. That will do me. That will do me. So, hopefully there'll be more Grade 1s to come out. But yeah, 2.2 lengths clear of out of the box, which ran a pretty good race, carrying some extra weight. But yeah, 2 1/4 lengths, that's pretty good for us. I'm happy with that. But more test is needed for Mariana. A bigger race. Grade 1, better field. That's kind of what we're looking at. Let's get round then to this auction and see what we've got here at the yearlings. Okay, so we got the money, and I don't see any horses that are excitable at all. I think that means we're going to buy out this entire auction, because we've got a breeding program to rebuild a little bit. We do have Black Cuckoo in there. We have We have a couple of decent sires, actually. Knight of the Rose and Double Doubloons are both in there looking at my notes, and they are quite well off. They're both 75 ability with 80 and 85 potential. They don't have the greatest extra speed, however. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. But if we can get some good horses to go in there, that will be nice. Let's see what we can get out of this auction. First yearling is ours. We're just going to try and push up the biddings to those break points. 300,000, 500,000. I went way over there. I went way over. I couldn't stop my finger clicking. I don't know why. Oh, but I don't think... No, that did hit. Yeah, sorry. I thought that was meta for a second. And that wouldn't have hit the reserve of 400. And then I've overbid Deluc there. If need Deluc. Okay, Bridget the Fidget's 2.5. That'll be enough. Like ice, we hit our break point. We can move on. Grand Plaisir. Again, hit that 300 break point. Not very expensive horses so far. We've had one go to the 500 mark, and I've just bid that one way up. It doesn't really matter if it turns out to be a good horse. And it doesn't really matter if it doesn't, because we get to, sell it for a profit. So our money's not that big of a deal right now. 56 million. I think we're 2 to 3 million deep in this auction itself. Yeah, this is going to go up to 5. So I'm just going to push. It's not going to go up to 5. I think that would have probably gone up to like 4.2 or something. So it's not a huge bid over. Okay, 4 after this one. And that's our second horse, which did go up to big money on its own. And it looks like the back half of this auction is where the expensive horses lie. But expense does not always translate into quality. We've seen that many, many, many times. And then the final one will be Manamain. That's going to go up to 5s as well. So we buy out the entire auction. Let's go see then what we have got. Laughing game. It's not great. Not great. Yeah. Anything. Just one of these to have high potential and high extra speed. And I would be really, really happy. Yeah, Cooler Heels is really disappointing though. Deluc. Doesn't seem much there. Yeah. Okay, I mean, not bad. Not too bad. Not really great low confidence. Hit and miss, but it's got the potential. It's got decent extra speed. It hasn't really got that game-breaking speed we want. Okay. It's probably the best we've seen so far. We come up to the halfway point of horses. Nothing else is really standing out to me right now. I'd probably only be running Bridget at this point next year. I mean, if nothing else, she'd probably be decent potential-wise. Might win some races at 2- and 3-year-old. Might develop into something, I don't know. Did I check? Who did I last check? I can't remember. My brain is all over the place right now. I apologize for that. Laurentine. is what we were looking for. I believe we went in with I think it was 59 million and change, so we're about 6 million deep in the auction. But Laurentine's what we were looking for. 70%, little over, but basically 70% potential. Not a huge jump either. That's about a 10% jump to make, which is 2 good wins in the right races. You'll be there. 1 is about 8 points, normally. So a good race win, you can jump 8 points of potential. So we can max that out in her first racing season, age 2. She's got 90% extra speed, full finish application bar, a little bit of cruising burst. If we can breed some confidence into that line, keep the potential and extra speed up, I mean, adaptability's there. We can race a few times as a juvenile. It wouldn't be a bad jump horse. It's expensive at 6 million, but when you add in what she can do racing for us, what she then would be able to do in the breeding barn, and even just in the breeding barn for 4 years churning out a horse to sell, we'll make that money back. So, plus we're going to make more than 6 million selling all the rest of these guys. So, if you have the money, that is why we speculate on these yearlings. You make more money, and you're able to get some good breeding stock. And again, high cruising burst, low confidence, obscenely low confidence, not great extra speed, but there is cruising burst in here, and potential. Lines of Beauty's not a bad one. Yeah, Ross comes close, but not quite. The Manamain. No finish application, but some other good stuff in there. So a bit of a mix. But by and far, that's our start. So confidence. Who's got good confidence in the breeding barn? Nobody. Night of the Rose, double doubloons, both on 60s. Belladat had 80. But she's female, so we can't breed those two together. So, okay. That'll come in against some hot game-bred horse. That's for sure. Laurentine. Yeah, no, we're going to leave the name. We're going to leave the name. That is one for me to take a note of. Okay, and looking at my notes as well. In the yearling pool, we also have Halifax. Laid back. Doesn't have speed but has distance. Laurentine had speed but not distance. Good confidence. Pretty good extra speed. You're not going to take much of a hit there. If you get the average between the two horses, I think that's a good breeding line to explore. So, yeah, we do have a colt in there. And, of course, Grab the Glory, who doesn't look too bad either. So we do have Grab the Glory, Halifax. Miss Breezy as well was already in the breeding barn and looks pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. And then we add Laurentine to that mix. So those would be the 4 for me. The rest I would probably sell. Okay, well, with that put to the side, let's see, 23rd of March. Yeah, we're going to look at the breeding auction just in case there's a nice mare in there. Let's check the Friday as well. While we're here, absolutely nothing. Tackleal. Oh, grade 2 for Tackleal. Not the best form, not the best in anything so far. Hasn't run well. So yeah, we're going to check at a mile 2. Looks like a good horse. We just haven't seen it run properly yet. this could be the first one. We will be the lowest rated horse, and we'll be pretty much the lowest weighted horse. We're in contention for the worst form. I think Baltimore Patriot might be there with us. But only us and Franny have not even won a grade 3. So this could be tough. But again, I don't think Tackleel's been in the best races or had the best luck. Sun is shining for the 1 mile 2 furlong Florida grade 2 for 3-year-olds and above on dirt. It's a slow start here. We're in the number 9 again. The dark horse of the field. Will that be the dark horse of the field, though? The rest of them, a mix of light and darker bays. We move to the inside. Dead Demons takes the lead. We know they are a good horse. Franny is there in second place. Patriot on the inside in third. We're in danger of being blocked out. We need to run a good bend. We're inside, we're outside, we're inside, we're outside, we're inside. It's not the best of racing. We are now out of the picture, coming into 1.5 furlongs. Is there any fight from us? Yes, but nowhere near enough. Baltimore Patriot, the worst form horse, picks up a grade 2 win. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. 6th, 5th, 8th, 8th, 6th, and picks up a win. Their first win since January 22. It's been some time coming. Well off the pace. And just too much. Just too much for Tackleel there. Just too much for Tackleel there. So we continue our terrible form ourselves. Didn't do well in a maiden. Then we won a maiden. And now just last place, and almost last place. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with anything, really. I mean, we might try another race, but I'm also tempted to put it out to grass and just see what it comes back like as a 4-year-old. And see what he's like as a stallion. He's got plenty of stamina. Mile 2 shouldn't be an issue. He's got a decent pace acceleration. He's got plenty of potential. There's no real weaknesses. There's nothing that really missing. Deterioration not high enough to be much of a factor at 3-year-old. So yeah, it might just be finding the correct race. Or it might be best just to throw him into the field and let him run around and then come back next year and see what he can do, because I do think has the potential of being a very, very good horse. But not so far. Not so far. Our only ungraded 3-year-old. Yeah. And Doc Bird might take a grade 3 race now. Today, right here, as a 2-year-old. It's not bad. It's the kind of field I like. It's a small field. Not many races between them. We're definitely the highest rated horse. We're not off weight at all. We are the best form horse, even with limited form. And we're not agitated. So, Restison Demore looks a little lazy. Overwhelming favourites. Let's jump in. Let's get a nice grade 3 on Dr. Bird. As I say, I kind of like what we've done so far with Dr. Bird. I think that his season's come along really well. It's a really bad start. But hopefully that will not affect things. But yeah, really good season for Dr. Bird, but then Healing Moon. But she hasn't had that same kind of run. So we need to find a good race to kind of put her on the map. But yeah, between the two 2-year-olds, Dr. Bird has definitely stolen the show. and absolutely dominates this race. No point even slowing down the action. No contest. Drives through, drives clear, absolutely smashes it. Grade 3 winner, Dr. Bird. Great race to pick that up in. Oh, I'm happy with that. 83, not the highest rating. Same as Healing Moon, who just hasn't run as well. But yeah, when we get out to that green period, and hopefully we are now, we might see Healing Moon come through into a good horse. But we got a graded race on Dr. Bird. We have filled out the potential. We just got to see if it grows. As a 3-year-old, I kind of want to be hitting somewhere near that 80% potential. That's what you want from a 3-year-old. So, keeping a 1 or 2-year-old that's got, say, 60 potential, you're asking for a big jump. It's possible, 20% jumps are possible, but they're so hard to do that I tend to look 65 to 70% potential for a 2-year-old to make that jump as a 3-year-old. And then 4 or 5, that's when you might see them go up to 90 or 100%. So that's kind of my idea. We've got the extra speed. This doesn't look a million miles away from a horse like Knick Knack Coo, if I'm 100% honest. It's very similar. Determination is much lower, looking at my notes. But everything else is quite... No, it's not even determination, sorry. That's deterioration. So that's even better. So yeah, it's a little bit low on a couple of things, a little bit higher on another couple, but this is Knick Knack Coo if we get the potential. Just without that 10% extra speed. So Doc Bird could be a really, really good horse. Yeah, no, I shouldn't even... I'm going to be tempted to buy a 2-year-old if I jump in and look at them. Let's not. Let's not and say we did. How about that? Let's not do it. Let's just say we did. Oh. We save the game. Last race of the video, I set it up this way because this is my day of decision. I love Knick Knack Coo. She wins races 18 out of 22, 7.25 million prize money, 12 sort of great grade 1 wins, a couple that I thought we were a little bit lucky along the way, maybe. Even picked up a grade 2 and 2 grade 3s like really early in the career. Really unfortunate didn't win that race. And then a couple of the races I've been to blame for. I don't think the 4... I mean, 4th isn't bad. That's not a bad race. We were off distance. This one was just bad for some reason. I don't know why. And then this 3rd, I thought we were maybe a little unlucky as well. But it's Dubai. It is Dubai. It is Dubai. And that scares me a little bit. We're good enough, but it's so unpredictable abroad. So we've got a couple of grade 1 winners. Mascara there looks to be pretty good in form as well. And a bunch we don't know about. Then we got the South African horse coming in. Yeah, I don't know. We would be the only foreign horse in this race, apart from that South African. I've got to test it. I've got to test it. We've got to see what Knick Knack Coo can do. A good horse would go to this race and come last place. Even a good horse would come last. A very good horse would finish top 5. A great horse would finish top 3. But very rarely do I take a horse abroad in these kind of circumstances and pick up a victory. That is where I personally bestow legend status on a horse. Miss Swan did it. Purple Rose did it. Down the Stretch did it way, way, way back near the start of Starters Order 6. Is Nick Naku good enough to do it? Yes. But on the day, are we going to be able to pull this off? This is why we run the races, to find out. Field looks pretty good, River Rhapsody carrying a condition. Walt Starling, little agitated. Violet de Avril, that's the South African horse, if I'm not mistaken, also tipped here. And Mascara, second favourite as well alongside them. We gon' find out. Is this the 15th Grade 1 win for Nick Naku? This is the type of race to raise the rating. I believe we're 125. Is this going to push us over 130? Is this going to be the defining moment? It's a decent start here on the outside. As the pack settles down, we're not in a bad position. We'll run a tight bend unless we're able to move in, which I don't think we will. Just where the horses are right now. Looks like Violet, Davril, and Mascara are your front two. And we will come a little wide on the bend. Not as wide as I thought we might. We move up into position really nicely. Between 2 and 1.5. And now we attack. Down to the final furlong. Lady Colleen trying to hold us off. Nick Naku, though, starting to drive back. Has Lady Colleen got anything left? It does not look like it. Lengthening out. Nick Naku holds off late challenges from Mascara and Celtic Charlie. Edges out Lady Colleen. Not the toughest field we will have run against. But abroad, in a Grade 1 race, Nick Naku just shows its quality again. I absolutely adore this horse. I absolutely adore this horse. 1 1/4 lengths. Such a good field to run against. Yeah. Nothing else needs to be said on that front. Up to 127. That's 15 Grade 1 wins now. That deterioration worries me. This might be her last season. Can we hit 20 Grade 1 wins? I don't know. But we might try. We might try and pencil in some more races and try and get her some wins if we can. But what a way to end the video. Thanks very much for stopping by. Nick Naku with a big win in Dubai, adding to a big win at Kenilworth in South Africa. These foreign races are big problems for normal horses. You need to be truly special to go and win them. Nick Naku's done that twice in a row now. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Kranji, Singapore, that's not as big of a platform. For me, the two toughest ones are Kenilworth and Dubai. Nick Naku's gone and proved they can run with the best anywhere. Absolutely love that. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you come back next time. Gonna book more races and we're gonna see exactly what we can do in the next one. Till then, you all take care. Stay safe. Keep 6 feet apart. And hope everything blows over. Till then, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.